Plenty of.
All right. All right. This work is actually another published poem I have. This was actually published in Women's Voices in California, about 2001. It's called The Little Girl. She laughed a lot, played hard, danced in circles, ran down hills. She was afraid of monsters on coat hangers that hung by the door, and the big dog down the street. She ran and hid rather than say goodbye, was afraid of spoiling everything by being sick, afraid of the huge big brother, the mean big sister, and the big boy who glared at her and followed her home from school. She pretended she was someone else one day, that she had a twin sister and she was really a princess. She played horses and cowboys, a mean game of croquet, Barbies and bikes and roller skates, played house with big plastic dolls that walked and talked at the pull of a string. She was the pretty one with the long blonde hair and pink dresses with ruffles that scratched and slick black shoes that clicked when she walked. Her biggest loss was her bowling game. Her biggest accomplishment was riding a bike. Never lie, never steal, never look at boys' thingies, blow your nose, get good grades, dress warmly, eat your peas. She still grieves her stolen pencil box, the black purse with her only dollar, and the striped gray kitty who died tragically one summer under a car. Where did she go, that little girl, the one who believed in fairy stories, who delighted in sunlight and mosquito bites, who climbed trees and picked lilacs and wanted a toboggan more than anything? Who is that child who laughed a lot and danced in circles, who ran down hills and played so hard? Why don't I see her when I look in the mirror? Did I push her away? Does she need to come back? Did she ever really exist? In the true spirit of plagiarizing myself, I had to write The Little Girl Part 2 because I've been doing some inner child work. So, yeah, this is Part 2. The little girl, once she ran down hills, her laughter filling the grass and flowers. In her delight, she wished and dreamed of simple things, sleds and bikes with banana seats and wavy tails on the hand grips. She danced in snowflakes, caressing their iciness, catching their iciness with her tongue. She danced with fireflies, catching them with jars. She danced with the sunshine and the moonbeams and the quiet stillness of a summer afternoon. It was shaken from her slowly, a harsh word here, a lie spread there. She was taunted by bullies with their own crosses to bear. She was ignored and berated, enticed and let go. She bore talismans of anger and tire tracks of pain. She bruised and scarred, she prayed and sparred. She whittled her soul and scratched at her skin. She was laughed at, screamed at, pushed at, spit at. She quit dancing with flowers, her dreams grew up. She whiled away the hours in responsibility and regret. Summer became heat, winter became ice. Joy was replaced by splinters of spite. She no longer exists, that child I was, lost in the world of pain and regret. I see her sometimes, she manipulates and whines, but mostly she stays leashed in the shadows of time.
Great.
All right. This one, Melinda, Linda, Monty, Montgomery, I, and Gary went out to watch the meteor shower one night in McKenna. Unfortunately for me, the meteor shower has never been a beautiful thing. My niece, who is 25 years old, committed suicide during the shower. And so even though I wanted to go out there and change the memory, it didn't quite happen. Melinda started singing Starry, Starry Night with Vincent by Don McLean. And I wrote this poem from that. So thank you, Don McLean, for the first stanza and the last line. And on that starry, starry night, when no hope was left inside, you took your life as lovers often do. In a place so remote, beside the gentle ocean, beneath a million stars, watching for shooting rockets of meteors, I try to escape your night, to replace it with a new memory, to replace it with a new understanding. I imagine you walking out of the cloudy fog towards me, to say you're okay and you're happy for me, and that you are at peace now. I delight in the hallucination for a minute or two, and then the loss of you becomes overwhelming. Years have passed, but Perseids and you will always be married in my memory. As I drive up my mountain, I tell you of my anger, my frustration, my regrets, that what I did was not enough. I did not know how to love, how to be loved, same as you. A child of another's womb, but a child of my soul. We walked many of the same paths, the same pain, the same darkness. And I, more than anyone, I know what it took that summer's night to do what you did. Now, 1,000,000 miles away, a lifetime of experience apart, I think back to that little girl who cried her tears as I drove out of her life, not knowing the effect it would have on us both. Or that one day, 1,000,000 miles away, on a remote beach beneath 1,000,000 stars, watching for shooting rockets of meteors, I would grieve your goodbye. Still, so many years from that night, I would lament not being able to share this place with you. For that starry August night, as you put the rope around your neck and said your final goodbye, I was powerless to help, to control, to take away, to make better. I was not there to hold your hand, or tell you how amazing you were, or how it would all go away in time, or how incredibly beautiful you were. And as the master musician said, perhaps, Stacy, this world was never meant for one as beautiful as you.
What was the title of that?
What is it? Story Night.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Story. We're still okay. Okay. This is called Butterflies. Switch that whole depressed thing here. Sometimes I try to stop these feelings, these little butterflies fluttering around, annoying my heart with their happiness, annoying my stomach with their silliness. I imagine killing them with a strong insecticide, or calming them with a shot or 20 of tequila. But then depression sets in because you wouldn't be here, inside me hovering, so I let them be and try to grow them with pretty sonnets and sappy love songs. That doesn't work either, because my frustration of not having you in my arms, not being able to kiss you as you sleep, makes it even more unbearable. Even as I write these words, the butterflies have entered my arms and fingers. The passion has flushed my face in heat. In my mind, I have caressed your face many times and told you the depth of those butterflies, how they have destroyed my common sense with their flightiness, how they tried to lift me out of my body and float me towards you, how their flutters make my heart beat harder and faster when you are around, because they've lined up like little soldiers, their wings all working at attention and in unison. I embrace that delicate reminder that you are inside me now. You have hung my passion in limbo, but I don't care. The butterflies remind me you are significant, important. Their flurried presence has made me alive. I have one more, and this was kind of, I always liked Lawrence's Hitman. This one. Just once, instead of hating each other, blaming each other, judging each other. For once, let's hear each other, have compassion for each other, understand each other. Instead of throwing bombs, let's throw words. Instead of shooting guns, let's shoot the breeze. Let God off the hook, let Muhammad go. Let Christ just be, let Buddha be enlightened. Quit taking land, oil, and money. Let's create art and music and poetry. Quit dying for freedom, start living for love. Stop going to war, start living in peace. Just once, all of us, each of us, for all of us. React with tranquility, fight with serenity, spar with love, resolve to be the joyful beings we were born to be.
Hey.
Amen. Amen.